I'm a bit late. Apologies. Happy Wednesday of Thanksgiving week. All right. Just getting my things. I forget how much time it takes for me to prepare and get the things in order, so I have things to show. Things within an arm's reach, that is. And it's a little chilly this morning. I want the sun to come over here a little bit more so it feels warmer. Brr. It's kind of cold. All right, what do we got? A lot of my stuff is growing in the ground right now, and we are getting some freezing temps on Sunday night. So I have a few things that I have started. Actually, if you guys remember, I started watercress during my live, I think last week. I put it in a box and I cannot find the box. Like, I cannot find the container that I started my watercress in. So, whoops. It would have been a container like this that I would have started it in, so my bad. I don't know where it went, and I can't find it. You think the mice might have taken it? I don't know at this point. What do we got? We got I'm hoping this cauliflower is going to make her come back. It's a little tilted. Come back. I have my baby cauliflower in here, so a few things started. Baby cauliflower, really tiny, flopped over in there, but that's my baby cauliflower. And then here's the baby carrot. That's what this is. Cauliflower. I'm not sure what this is, and I don't remember. It's fine, we'll leave it be. More carrots, and then let's put this to the side. I've also got, this is my cilantro and how it's doing. Cilantro. Hi Jackie, good morning. Sorry, I was a bit late today, apologies. Brr, it's kind of cold. It's 50 degrees today. Yeah, it's kind of cold. I'm like waiting for the sun to move over. I feel like I have even less to show now because a lot of my stuff, I feel like a lot of the stuff is I've already put in ground. Like my Napa cabbage is this big already. So it's really exciting to see. It's like getting large, the width of it. Excited to get the harvest maybe like in a month. It's a whole month to go. We're on the road today. Oh, how exciting, Jackie. We'll drive safely. Hi, Pesado. Welcome. Yeah, it's like this big now. Maybe, would you guys be interested in seeing the Napa cabbage? I'll show you guys really quickly. But if you guys are new here, welcome. I usually do my lives Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 11 a.m. and I like to talk about growing my own food. So I'm currently trying to winter garden in my freezing zone. We've got cilantro that is a cool season crop that I'm growing right now. Namaste. Welcome from Brazil. Let's see. Okay, I will, Jackie. Okay. And then I have some, just while we're here, these are baby carrots that I have. I also have some in ground. These are ones that I've succession planted. And then I've got cauliflower here. Pesadillo is Meandra's nightmare. Oh, thank you for sharing. And just a few things started here, and here's some spinach. Spinach. Why is my spinach so tiny? And then this is also beets here. I probably got to put this in a little bit more. You'll see how the roots are a bit exposed. Good day, Daddy Seed Guru. I was going to show you guys my, oh, where'd my, okay, I'm going to show you guys the Napa cabbage today that is growing in ground. So I was going to walk out there. I was just looking for my, what happened to the, I was holding, oh, I put it in my pocket. Okay. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so sorry, I'm gonna try to keep this not as dizzy, but we're walking over into the front yard here, and we're gonna take a look at the biggest cabbage that I have growing so far. It's a Napa cabbage. All right, here we go. Let's flip it over. So I always keep it in this mesh to keep the bugs out of it, especially the bigger they get. And this is my biggest one so far. Isn't she a beauty? Let's see, what do we have in here? Are there bugs in here? This is a Napa cabbage. So if you'll see, this is my hand and this is the Napa cabbage. So it's like, it's a little more than a foot across. Isn't it beautiful? So yeah, Napa's growing well. What is that? Bug, okay. And so I have this mesh that I use to protect it. Here are some of the other ones that I started around the same time. There's this one, of course, right next to it. Let's see how this one's doing. Ooh, it's a little caught. This one has a few more bugs on it, but hopefully once I continue to protect it, it'll grow well. I also have pantyhose, a bunch of pantyhose that I'm thinking I may also use if I run out of mesh. So I think I'm going to do that as well. Okay, anyway. So that's the biggest one. Here are some of the other ones that I also started around the same time. More Napa cabbage. Also very eaten though. Do my best to protect it. I think I may end up going through and using some of my the pantyhose that I have as well. Good afternoon, the books. I was just showing off the Napa cabbage. This is the really big one that I have right now that's growing. Let's see, I'll show you like this. This is the biggest one. It's beautiful. It is like over a foot wide in diameter. This is my hand for size. So it was like 2 hands. Anyway, okay. Isn't it pretty? Gotta protect it. All right. Let's see, what do we else? Oh, here, since I'm out here, here are the green beans I managed to keep alive. Where are they? So these are the green beans that I managed to keep alive. These are warm season crops, so these would not do well typically right now. It's only alive because I protected it with a quilt. And then I have some snow peas coming up here. Snow peas. Snow peas, more snow peas, more snow peas, more snow peas. These are cool season crops, so these are better suited. Peas in general are cool season crops, and beans in general are warm season crops. All right, so actually now that we're over here, I'm gonna grab my seeds real quick. Hang on. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Happy Wednesday. I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing my seeds. Okay, so I think I started this last week, but last week I did a live where I planted watercress. Oddly enough, I cannot find that seed container. I do not know where it went. Look, I genuinely cannot find it, and I usually have all my seeds in one spot, so it's very, very, very baffling. I don't know. I don't think the rats would have taken it because it's sealed up. Anyway. I guess I'll have to start it again, but genuinely do not know where those seeds went. And they were sprouting too. I was supposed to share them on a live earlier, and I think that's why I brought them over, and then I must have misplaced them. Ah well. Okay. Thank you. So hopefully that was exciting to see my Napa cabbage. I feel like I have a lot of the same, hello Bika. I feel like I have a lot of the same things that I've been sharing the last few lives, but this is cilantro, of course. I am in North Texas. It is 50s for the high today, and I am attempting to winter garden in my freezing zone. My zone gets down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit in February, and what I've got growing right now is a lot of cool season crops. So this is cilantro, of course. Loves to grow well in cool season. However, it doesn't withstand below freezing. I am in North Texas, the USA. Yeah, it's sprouted and big, right? The books. Yeah. What else we got here? This is, of course, the spinach I was showing you guys yesterday. When these are the beets. You'll see the roots of the beets exposed. I need to adjust that so it's underground. So grow an actual beet for me. And then these are some cherry tomatoes. These are warm season crops, not suitable to be growing now, but I guess it's not freezing enough yet, so they're still alive. What else we got? I showed you guys some of the baby sprouts I had. My cauliflower, my prized cauliflower. I hope to be able to actually have cauliflower this year. Really excited. And yeah, I will have to let one of those cauliflowers go to seed so I have like a bunch of more seeds for next year. Speaking of seeds, Oh, I was gonna go through my little collection here and see what we got. Judah beets. Last time, I'm thinking of so in about a couple days we're gonna have freezing temperatures again. It'll be fine. It's gonna warm up thereafter though. So I'm thinking, should I start? Actually, you know what I did start? I started these. I started some more daikon last week. No, this week I did. So we got those. Well, hello, St. James. Welcome from St. James. Shin Factory, really? Oh, okay. Oh, you like work for Shin? How cool. Well, welcome. I'm here growing my own food. I also enjoy talking about garden to table, so how to take what you grew and make delicious things out of it. And then lastly, of course, getting outside, vitamin D, mood regulation, all of those things. Hi, Rory again. Yoko, I gotta go look up Yoko. I know Daddy C grew you thought I did not look like Yoko. I'll have to go look them up. Snow peas, you guys saw. I just planted that, and those were those little sprouts coming out of the ground next to the peas. What else we got here? Napa cabbage. So this is the cabbage that I was showing you guys earlier that has sprouted. It's like a cabbage except less hardy. So the traditional cabbage withstands down to 20 degrees temps. This only withstands down to 28, so much more susceptible. I'm learning. What else we got here? Parsley, you know what? I did try to start my parsley seed collection. Actually, let's go look at my seed collection since we're here, actually. Let's go over there and see. There's just so many seeds started that it's quite difficult for me to carry them to and from. So I'm gonna go, let's go over to that section. Look at all the seeds that may have sprouted. Yes, 2 seeds, yeah. So we're gonna go there. And actually, I'm gonna unplug this. There's just so many. So I put my seeds. I let my seeds grow outdoor, and they are under the trellis here. Normally, I try to move them for demonstration purposes, but there's just too many. Let's see if we can see any. So there's okay, here we are. So this is under my trellis here, and at the root of it, there's some tomato plants that I need to remove. But I have some onions, so these are how my onions are doing. There's some onions here. I have different varieties of onions. So this is one onion. There's more onions in the back over there. There's onions in here as well. So those are onions. Some of them you can see. Some of them did better than others. Ooh, sorry, blurry. Oh, but you know what? The carrots are doing really well, though. These are again, I couldn't find my watercress ones. Let's see. Here are the carrots ones. The carrots. On 11/11, I started these, and this is what they look like. These are looking good. I'm going to move these when they're a little bit bigger, though. All right. Okay. What else can I show you guys for now? I feel like things have been a little bit slower in the... Oh, the shallots never really came up. Maybe I'm not very good at that. Let's see what else we got. Some things. I think we're gonna... Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the watercress, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited to find it. I realize okay, we're gonna move over there. This is dizzying for you guys and hard for me when I gotta hold stuff up. I found the watercress that I can show you guys. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna set this back up. Let me know if you guys have any exciting Thanksgiving plans. I'm going to be here. My brother-in-law is coming in town. Okay, here we go. All right. So I was talking to you guys about the watercress that I had started. I thought I lost it, but no, it was there. I just mislabeled it. So here's the watercress. You'll see watercress started on 11/10. This is how they're looking. They're looking good. Watercress. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it's kind of like I hear it grows really well in like swampy areas. It is a cool season crop, and you can cut it and flavor soups with them. So that's what this is, watercress. It's going to kind of look like snow pea leaves, or snow pea, or even a sugar pea growth, green growth. That's what they'll look like. But for now, here's how they're looking. Let me show you an action. Let me see if I can find a picture of them so you guys can see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm so excited. Which reminds me, I'm probably gonna start another batch soon. Let's see if I can find it. I have my seed collection here. So a few things, of course, carrots are cool season crops. Shallots or any of the onions are also cool season crops. Broccoli is of course cool season. I got pak choy, or also known as pai tai. What else do we got? Oh, snow peas, of course. Snow peas and also sugar peas. Those are also cool season crops. What else we got? Oh, celery is also a cool season crop. So these are all things that you could be growing now if it doesn't get too cold in your zone, or if you have some way to protect your plants. Oh, I found the watercress though. Here's the watercress. And if you guys don't remember, so this is the watercress sprouted. Watercress seeds are incredibly, incredibly tiny. Hello, isn't it pretty? Welcome, you guys. We're here growing our own food. Right now I am attempting to winter garden in my freezing zone. It is 50 degrees today, but in February it'll get down to as cold as 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm in North Texas, zone 8A, where in the US. Hello, Eldos. So I was just showing you guys watercress, and last week on 11/10, or back on 11/10, I guess that was technically 2 weeks ago, we started these from seeds. So they're all grown. This is using soil blocking method, where I put them in a clamshell, and they naturally have drainage holes as well as ventilation. And if it gets a little too hot, you can of course just open the top as well. So I am always saving my berry seeds and recycling them for this purpose. Okay, I'm gonna scoot a little bit closer, just so I can also be directly out of the sun. Okay. Oh, T-bird. Oh. Is there another... Are there any other healthier alternatives than taking Ozempic? But if you guys are curious, this is what watercress looks like. They are incredibly, incredibly tiny seeds. I mean, like, so tiny. T-bird, okay. Now don't get inappropriate on me. This is the, oh. Oftentimes when I'm trying to see if I need to pot these still look pretty tiny, so I think they still have a little bit of room to grow in here. But one of the ways that I check is I'll just kind of see if there are any roots growing at the bottom. If the roots are starting to show at the bottom, then that's a good sign that I probably need to pot them and change it into a different container that has a little more room. Good evening, Tommy. Oh, from Sweden. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. Yeah, look at that. That one's still got its little seed case on it. Can you guys see? Right there. Let me see one for you. All right, this is hard. T-bird. Okay, thank you. Is that a compliment? Okay. But yes, so watercress seeds. If you guys are interested in growing your own food, let me know. Tommy, you're saying the Nordic light dancing in the sky over... Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. Sorry. I'm Taiwanese American. Thank you for asking. And I'm here in the U.S. in North Texas. Born to Taiwanese immigrants. Thank you for asking. It's a... Hi, Daddy. It is a little bit chillier today. 50 degrees. What is that in Celsius? Does Canada use the Celsius? 5/9. 50 degrees Fahrenheit though. Well, welcome T-bird from Arkansas. Oh, you have a similar zone as I do. T-bird, do you grow your own anything? Do you grow your own food or anything, or plants? Anyway, so cilantro's looking good. Let me tilt it downward so you guys can see a little better. So here's the cilantro. Here's the watercress I was showing you guys that we had sprouted back on 11/10. And I think I'm going to start some more. What does this say? This says watercress has unique curled leaves that provide texture, loft, and a peppery flavor to salads. Holds well in both the field and post-harvest. Oh. Recommended variety for field production due to bolt resistance, ease of harvest, and multiple cuttings from a single plant. Well, excellent. Oh, you don't? Okay, cool. I do make my own soil from, or rather I make my own compost, and then from that I make my own soil. So one of the things that I like to do is take my kitchen scraps, and then every night I'm tossing them into my compost pile. Right now, because it's super cold, or it's colder, your compost pile metabolism is low. So the way that you keep it warm is by putting a bunch of dried leaves, something that we have an abundance of right now in the US during fall. So I am adding much more dry leaves than I typically am, or just any brown material. That could be cardboard, that could be, so yeah, cardboard, dried leaves, sawdust, paper carton like this. These are all things that I'd be adding into the compost to help keep the temperature heated, because right now it's getting rather what am I trying to say? It's wet. It's quite wet right now, not only because of fall, but because of rainfall and because of cooler temps. So it's important to keep it warm through these brown materials. Thank you, Jackie. Hello, good day, welcome. I'm here. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday for Thanksgiving. Here, just growing my own food. And here we've got cilantro here. I am in zone 8A in Texas, North Texas, and I am attempting to winter garden my freezing zone. It gets down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit in February, and I am growing in my own zone. Of course, one of the key things that I'm doing is, of course, making sure I grow cool season crops, so crops that are appropriate for this season. Cilantro is one of them. Spinach is another good one. Spinach, beets, Swiss chard, broccoli, kale, cabbage. I've got cauliflower here, so it's cauliflower. And then, of course, carrots as well. Some of your vegetables, some of your cool season crops are hardier than others. So in particular, carrots and cauliflower that I'm showing here are hardy down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit when they're mature. So these are good crops to grow if it doesn't get too cold in your zone. And if it does get cold enough, hopefully it's warm enough that you can simply protect them and they'll continue growing. Daddy Seed Guru, do you have your own channel? I was trying to look for yours if you had it. Hi RGS, did you know according to the CDC, watercress has the highest nutrient? Oh really? That's interesting. To be honest though, I feel like everybody says that about every vegetable. It kind of becomes, I feel like everyone's trying to sell their vegetable. But yeah, I believe it. I just also believe that having a diversity of vegetables and colors can only be beneficial for you. T-Bird, okay, I appreciate the compliment, but yeah, I mean, I hope the content is fun for you as well. I appreciate it, T-Bird. I wish we had Thanksgiving here. Oh, I mean, you guys can, well, but you guys have other exciting ones, like Sam. Actually, Sam, where did you say you were? Sweden? I might have missed it. Light bow, every plant I've ever planted has died. Oh! What do you think it is, Light bow? Do you typically plant indoors or outdoors? For me, I found that sunlight is actually a really important factor. I try to grow outdoors, or I prefer growing outdoors, and I like to grow food as well. What is watercress like? Oh yeah. It is, like, you mean the taste of it? It says, I know it's peppery, and I know that we typically add them to like soups or whatnot, but it looks like it's also common to add them in salads. It says watercress has unique curled leaves that provide texture, loft, and a peppery flavor to salads. Holds well in both the field and post-harvest. Hopefully that helps. I think it's gonna kind of taste like a nettle. Or like, what's another one? Nasturtium, right? Nasturtium's kind of peppery too. I think similar taste. Okay, Daddy Sea Guru. Well, if you ever want to start posting and want me to start helping advertise, since you're always hanging out with me here, I'd be happy to do so. Jackie's asking you, Lipo, do you love them too much? I have that problem with indoor plants. Yeah, overwatering can be a problem. Lipo, I'm pregnant, and if you make me eat, oh no, yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm not gonna make you eat anything. I'm just sharing what I'm growing here. Welcome, you guys. Hi, Lincoln. Good to see you again. Jackie, I feel like Lightbow is saying, Jackie, I feel like it all started when I heard that singing was good for plants. Oh, in the UK. Oh, well, welcome, Sam, from the UK. Only indoors. Okay. Jackie saying, Lightbow, I understand outside plants have lived longer for me. Cute. Ooh, excellent, Sam. That sounds delicious. I saw it on Jeopardy. Hello, welcome, you guys. Where are we talking? Oh, we are in the U.S. in North Texas, and I am attempting to winter garden in my freezing zone. It is getting super sunny now. And I was just showing you guys, or I was just discussing what I'm doing to be successful about it. One of them is, of course, starting with cool, hardy plants, or cool season plants, like cilantro, like spinach, like beets. So this is spinach. This is beets. Watercress is another cool season one that I was showing you guys. I had sprouted. I use what we call soil blocking. And if you're curious to know what that means, I'm referring to this. This is what you use for soil blocking. It makes 20 blocks. In each one I can plant a seed. And I get creative. I upcycle berry containers like these to grow my seeds in. So you'll see I've got pretty good germination rates here. What is that? Like 80% of my seeds hatched from each of the blocks here. These are watercress babies. Hello. Greetings. Hello, Switzerland. Lightbow. Oh, you live in Qatar. It's desert. Nice. Thank you, Yash. Boom. Oh, your cannabis plant likes to hear just nice. This is watercress here, in case anyone's curious. It is getting super sunny. What else? I was talking about things that I'm growing in my zone, despite it being freezing. Cauliflower is another good one, as well as carrots. Both of these last ones are hardier than the other ones that I referenced. When they grow a little bit bigger, they start to have thicker leaves, if you will, and because of that, they're able to withstand 20 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas some of the more tender ones like cilantro, spinach, and beets, their leaves are a little more tender, so the lowest they can take is either at freezing or slightly below. And then on top of that, I additionally have protection. Ooh, it's getting really warm in here. I also have plastic protection for my plants as well when it gets super cold. It'll get down to 10 degrees February here in North Texas. Hopefully that's exciting for you guys. There are definitely some plants that I didn't realize could withstand below freezing temps. So cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, when they're mature, are definitely some of those. Collard greens, kale. Jackie, thank you for helping moderate. I really appreciate it. What are you able to grow at Lincoln? Yeah, so those are some of the things I just named off. Those are some of the things that you'd be growing right now. Like I said, it does get below freezing though, so I would have to protect them once it gets below 20 degrees for some of my plants. It'll get down to 10 degrees in my zone. Where are you, like, what am I showing here, Anthony? Oh, so I described some of the plants, right? And then here, this is cilantro here. I was just ripping up some of the paper carton for my compost. These are some of the browns that I'm working on for my compost pile. I make my own compost pile for kitchen scrap. So here I've got dried leaves as well as paper cardboard, or paper carton that I'm tearing up here. Is that gone yet? I'm not sure what that is. Light bow, we're in Texas. There's some desert spots out here. Jackie's in the hill country, plenty of green. Yes, and you guys have relatively mild temps, although Jackie sometimes does get snow on more rare occasions than I. I'm more north than she is. Yasha, okay. Elliot, nice. Any tips for your coleus plant? Tortoise. I'm not an indoor plant person. I'm definitely more of an outdoor plant person. The only indoor plants I have are like a snake plant, and it hasn't been getting much attention because I have way too many outdoor plant babies to care for right now. Yay! Oh, I'm excited. I am in North Texas, the US, and it is about 11:30 a.m. right now, and 50 degrees Fahrenheit today in Celsius. I'm not sure what that is, but it's kind of warm, not too warm. And we will get some freezing temps in about a couple days, actually. Daddy, thank you for keeping everyone in check, Daddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, not Tinder. Hi, Yash. Support you for, like, do you have a channel, Yash? What do you mean? Plant a banyan tree. Oh, okay. Lockheed Martin banyan tree. Okay, is that a tropical plant though? Remind me. Daddy, is it Weirdo Wednesday? That's funny. You know, I do find that my YouTube lives have a lot more, I'll just say, diversity. Whereas I feel like on some of the like TikTok lives, I get like people who are actually genuinely interested in growing their own food. So this has been fun. RGS, did you know eel and watercress was on the menu of the first? No way. No way, RGS. Bait eel? That would be interesting, though. You're in North Carolina, Lincoln. Well, how exciting. Happy Thanksgiving week. Jackie laughed. Tropical. Okay. Yeah, I'm not in a tropical zone. It gets freezing in my zone a little bit. Between. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy, for helping moderate. I appreciate it as well. I forget to shout out to you. Okay, Yash. I'll have to remember to go look you up. Do you guys have rambutan tree? No, because it's not tropical enough. I am in North Texas. It's freezing, and that's kind of what I was talking about here. Some of the cool season crops that I'm growing, which is of course cilantro, carrots, and then of course cauliflower. Like I was saying, cauliflower, baby cauliflower. But yeah. Exciting. Hello, meow. Hello, Dad. Let's see. First time here. Well, welcome. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, Jung. Do you want brown viewers or white viewers? I don't know what means by that. Everyone is welcome here. That's all I have to say. Celsius. What is it in Celsius? It is, it must be maybe 10 degrees. Okay, so if 40 is over 100, then 50 degrees is, okay, it's about 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm back. I got like a phone call and it froze me. I know. You should be able to hear me now. It's because I got a call. All right, so anyways, if you guys are curious in growing your own food, let me know. Here's some of the things that I'm growing. This is of course watercress. Let's put my plants back on here so you guys can see something to look at. Yay! A raven flew by and told me watch us. I don't know, captains. I'm here into growing my own food, so if you're curious to know, if you're curious to also learn, let me know. I enjoy also garden to table, and I grow in my freezing zone. I'm attempting to grow in my freezing zone for the first year. One of the ways that I'm trying to get through that is, of course, grow cool season crops, which is, of course, things like cilantro. I was talking about spinach, beets, Swiss chard. There's baby cauliflower that I have here. This will be my first year growing it. I'm hoping to have cauliflower to show you guys. I'm very, very, very wistful and positive. Tomato plants, these happen to be sprout, but tomatoes are not warm season crops. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or are curious. I'm here in North Texas. Great question. Daddy, thank you for helping me answer. I am in North Texas here. It is 50 degrees here today for the high. It does get down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit in February though. And we get a good amount of freezing hours here in the North Texas area. And for those of you in the US, welcome, a happy Thanksgiving week. Captain, hello. Welcome, welcome. Lincoln, what are you saying? You too. Anyway, what else can I show you guys? I just showed a Napa cabbage earlier. That was really exciting to see. My Napa cabbage is like this big now. I'll have to do a proper video on it so you guys can see. I'm not gonna walk out there right now. I already did it earlier. It's sunny out here. Do you guys have any exciting Thanksgiving plans? I know we've got turkey and ham on the menu. Do I have vegetables to cook with it? I mean, I have some mustard greens, but they're not a favorite in my house. But next year, you can bet that I'll be growing something that we can hopefully harvest during Thanksgiving. It does get, it was hot up until about a month ago, so I feel like I wasn't able to really start growing my fall vegetables until literally a month ago. And a lot of these vegetables require, like, cauliflower takes 3 months to grow. This one's gonna take a long time to grow. So I won't be able to harvest this until like February. Hopefully I'll be able to keep it alive. It is, like I said, we get freezing temps below 20 degrees, which is lower than this can tolerate. Hi, Becoming. Hao, Wahao, thank you. I think you're asking how am I in Mandarin. Good, Daddy, thank you for helping moderate. Really appreciate it. Good afternoon. Hello, kitty. Jackie saying, I still have got little tomato. See, Jackie, you have that too. You were telling me that you didn't have any tomatoes, but you clearly do. I don't think they're doing much, but it is. Yeah. I'm going to have a warm zone where I think I'm going to try and put my tomato plants there to see if they will survive in my warm zone. Vinod was saying, oh, Lincoln, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we don't need people saying inappropriate stuff here. Jackie, Daddy, thank you so much for helping moderate in here. Really appreciate y'all's work. Daddy, you're saying in Canada, our Thanksgiving is... That's right, Daddy. I know that because I worked in Canada for an extensive time, and I do remember, yeah, you guys have the Thanksgiving back in October. Welcome. Hello. Hi. How Kitty, I don't do the 420 type of gardening. I do the actual food gardening, but it's been a little bit beyond COVID, so 4+ years now. I like to grow my own food, and at a pretty good point. This year, I am attempting to winter garden in my freezing zone. So one of the things that I'm doing the 3 things that I'm trying to do that is, of course, grow season appropriate crops. There are cool season crops that you can be growing. Tomatoes is not one of them. Tomatoes consider a warm season crop, as are beans. But I am growing things like spinach, beets. This is beets here. Cilantro, of course. This is a baby cauliflower. And carrots, among other things. These are just some of the items that I have to show here. And then, of course, I also have protection plans. So I have like cardboard boxes that I've been saving to protect my plants when it gets super cold. I've also got like blankets and quilts that I'll also be using as well. Hello, Sadik. What do you had for breakfast? Hi, 11. So, Katie, hopefully that helps answer your question. Oh, and then I should also say the way I typically garden is very unique. I am what I would call a scrappy gardener. So you'll see I reuse stuff all the time. I only grow enough food for maybe 5% of what my 4-person family eats. But so I definitely go to the grocery stores, and I definitely keep all of the containers as well to reuse. Produce containers already have natural drainage holes built in, and then have like lids. They can function as basically mini little greenhouses, and that's what I like to do. So I call myself scrappy gardener. I don't always follow the rules, and sometimes you can get really creative and make new discoveries that way. So hopefully you guys will find interesting and exciting new ways to garden. Lincoln, yeah, same. Yeah, I think I'm also in the US, and so is some of the other folks on here. Yep, so Thanksgiving will be tomorrow, the Thursday for us. So no, I don't, thank you. So no, I live in the US, but I did work in Canada for a little bit, so I'm familiar with it. I wanted to improve my English too. You should, but yeah, no worries. I think the more you're exposed, the better your English will get. No, GH. I knew somebody was going to have like inappropriate comments to say. Okay. So much effort for plants, Mary. Yeah, it is quite a bit of effort, but it's really exciting. I feel even more than indoor plants because you can actually eat these and make something delicious out of it. Or, I mean, I guess you could also gift indoor plants as well, but this is something that other people could also eat. Do I grow any apple trees, Princess Gaming? I do. I have one that I grew from seed from a store-bought. I haven't actually harvested any apples yet. It's still young. GH. I am in North Texas here. Let's see, Kitty. Despite the name, I have not grown. Oh, but this is not. Oh, well, welcome, Kitty. Oh, maybe that's your birthday. Is your birthday just happened to be 420? Well, welcome, Kitty. Sorry, apologies for the assumption. I get a lot of people who do the 420 type of gardening, and they're always asking me where's the weed, and I'm like, I have friends that do 420 gardening, but not me per se. Do I have heirloom tomatoes? I might be growing some. I'm not that picky though. I grow whatever seeds I'm able to get, and I often do a lot of seed saving and then seed sprouting from those seeds. So these are just some cherry tomatoes that I had earlier in the season. They're regrowing again. Is cat poop a good fertilizer? I think it could be, Mishra. I think any kind of poop could be a good fertilizer. I hear they just say you need to age it for at least 4 months to make sure any diseases properly leave it before you then use it in composting, which is typically what I use the kitchen scraps for. I'm definitely a very normal person. This is educational content creation for garden education stuff, for growing your own food, but then also a little bit of garden to table. So from a kitchen perspective, garden to table, and then lastly, of course, getting outside. Encouraging people to get outside, daily movement, more wholesome lifestyles, which simply means getting some vitamin D, morning sun, and then of course, evening exercise. Thank you guys for hanging out in here. What's this? I am. Yes, I do grow a garden. Fabio, yeah, I forget, people are constantly joining, so some of the things I'm growing right now are, of course, carrots, cauliflower. So these are baby carrots. Let me hold it a little bit longer. So this is baby cauliflower. And then I, of course, have spinach, and then beets. And, of course, cilantro. A little bit, yes. It's a little bit warm. Marty, I think it might also be seasonal allergies. I don't think I actually have a cold right now. My cat poops in my garden every day. Oh, interesting. The mango trees, nice. Hi. Dang it, Jackie, you beat me to it. Oh, hang on, I got visitors. Hi.
Hi. Are you Etta?
Yes, I'm Ada. Yes.
Ada. I'm so sorry. My name is Pam. I work for the city of Plano.
Okay, hi.
And we had a concern about the weeds, and I can see they're not weeds. They're things that you're planting.
Yeah, they're things that are growing.
That you're gardening. But
yes.
some of the items, like the cardboard and where you've got the, especially like, what is that? It's on the parkway. They call that the parkway, the little strip on the other side of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You can't have the metal or the stakes.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take those out.
Along the parkway.
Okay.
And then
I'll take that out so that trellis can't be there. Okay.
And then where you're using the cardboard for, you really need like pavers or something.
Okay. Yeah, the cardboard is just to get rid of the grass, cause so I can actually plant stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so that's what it's for.
Okay. So is there a time frame on how long you're going to have?
I mean, ideally, I'm like trying to put the grass over it so it can work more like a mulch, you know. Oh, and actually, I plan on getting mulch to actually mulch over the garden. So that's what I'm planning on. That's what will go underneath the cardboard.
Okay. So how long would the cardboard be here?
I mean, as long as I cover the cardboard, does that make it better? Sorry, guys. I might have to wrap this up. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out with me today.